everyone, my name is Anna. I'm a fantasy writer who sometimes makes videos. If you're new here, I just finished my big rewrite of my fantasy book that took me a whole year to complete, and I now want to get it printed. It's nowhere near being done. This is just the first rewrite of many revisions, I'm sure, but it is just about 90,000 words, and once something gets to be that length, it really helps me to have it printed out in physical form for me to read. I think it's really helpful for pacing. You get a sense of how far into the book things are happening. It's really helpful for me to write with a pen in the book. As always, putting your work into a different format, even if that's just changing the font of your Word file or putting it into a different word processor, will help you see it completely different. So that's what we're doing today. I have some examples of previous drafts that I've printed to show you what I don't want to do because I've kind of learned what I like and don't like in a printed copy. So we have these two mammoth things, and my tendinitis is flaring. My wrists hurt just from holding these for 2 seconds. This is a sci-fi novel that I worked on for like 2 years. It was about 70k words, never quite got off the ground. This was my zero draft of the fantasy novel and a little bit of the sequel that I worked on in 2020. So this was the monster that I just rewrote and now want to get a new copy of. So as you can see, both of these are 8.5 by 11, and I don't truly love that so much because taking this with me to go anywhere, like if I was going to go to a coffee shop or a library, is pretty cumbersome. Also, just holding it in your lap with a laptop or notebook, or when you're doing rewrites and rereads, you're going to have a lot of materials around, and especially this one was just really cumbersome to hold up and prop up if I was going to be reading it and working from it. That's what I really want to do from this copy. This new copy that I'm getting, I want to be the primary copy that I use going forward, so I want to be referring to it a lot, working in it a lot, putting a lot of sticky notes in, putting all my scribbles in. Everything needs to go into this book. I don't really want to be working from my digital copy anymore. I want to rewrite from this draft and literally retype every single sentence again, probably, from the printed copy. So apart from the size needing to be smaller, I think I want to switch to a 6x9 so actually see it in like proper book size. I also want it to be coil bound. That was something I learned with this one, so I can again flip and turn the pages and go like this and be able to write on it like that. Be able to prop it up and I don't have to have something holding it open. That was something that was a little bit annoying about this cloth bound one. I got these both printed at like Staples. That's a lot of table space to take up on my desk if I was just reading it. So that's what I'm looking for in a print copy. In my research, I have only found one place where I can get a coil bound 6x9, and that is through LuLu, which is a printing and distributing company, I'm pretty sure, that a lot of self-publishers use. Staples, Office Max, UPS, all those places, to my knowledge, I couldn't figure out how to get a 6x9 from them, so I decided to go with book LuLu, or is it just LuLu? I think it's just LuLu. And I first learned about LuLu and the fact that you can just get a personal use copy from them from another author tuber, Sophie Von Ahn. So I'll link her video where she ordered her copy below, because without that video I wouldn't have any idea that I could do this. The next step is just for me to go ahead and format my work, download it from Dabble and put it into Word and everything like that. So I'm really excited. This is kind of the nerdy part that I've been looking forward to maybe my whole life, formatting my first whole complete draft and kind of seeing it in this new form. I'm really excited. So this is going to be fun. I'll take you along the whole process and maybe give you a little review at the end of what I think of LuLu and getting personal use copies through them. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm on LuLu, and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna record my screen from here. I can't be asked to do a screen recording. I'm sorry, but okay. So we're finally at the stage where I have uploaded my 6x9 PDF and LuLu has accepted it. And I don't even want to tell you how many tries it took me to figure out how to make sure all my fonts were embedded and that my PDF was actually 6x9. Because when you export a 6x9 Word file to PDF, it just reverts it to 8.5 by 11. So it's been a bit of a saga. This is like my third sitting working on this file, but it's good. It's been uploaded and everything looks to be acceptable. So now we get into the fun part, which is the specifications. I've selected 6x9. The page count is 287. Black and white standard, color is not necessary. Paper type, I picked cream. White pages in a book really give me the ick. I just really don't like it. It kind of screams, this came out of my at-home printer, so I'm going with cream. Yeah, and like we talked about earlier, I really want the coil bound so that I can flip it around and write on it and just scribble all inside of it. Although the paperback would be super fun and super dreamy, I don't think I would use it as much as if it was coil bound. I really want to do a lot of work inside this draft, so yes, going with the coil bound. And thank you, LuLu, for being the literal only option I could find that would let me do a coil bound 6x9. I'm going with a matte cover, and it's only $11 for me to print a copy for myself, which is amazing. Staples could never. Okay, and now here's the next thing I need to take care of is the cover. And it looks like they have a beta program where I can just open their template in Canva, which would be amazing because I have like a dummy cover that I can just scoot into the template, and hopefully this wouldn't take too long. So let's just try this and see. Okay. Huh. It is just a big blank square. I guess this is supposed to be like the full wrap. Okay, so let's just pretend. I guess we'll see what this looks like. Okay, it's uploading. Okay, so now we're doing the preview. This is the moment of truth. Okay. So I guess this right here is the spine. This line right here. Everything in the pink will be cut, so that's the bleed area. I mean, it looks fine to me. I'm not an expert by any means. And if anything gets truly messed up, it's no big deal. But dang, that looks pretty official. Let's zoom out for a second and just make sure that the interior looks okay. Nice. Okay. Oh my god, it looks so real. Oh my god. Ah! Holy fucking shit. Oh my god, I can't wait to see it. Oh, I messed up that one a little bit. That's okay. 30 chapters, one of them had to be wrong, right? Yeah, I didn't... Oh, that one doesn't look so good either. Oops. I didn't, like, go hunting for widows and orphans and everything. I just generally tried to make sure the chapters started on a new page, but I think I had to mess with it a bunch and just didn't run through and check it all. That's okay. Here's my the end. The end. Okay, I think that looks fine. I think we can go ahead and go with it. Oh, you can also download a proof in PDF, so that's pretty cool. Let me open that. Oh, this literally looks like the PDF that I uploaded. Thank you so much. And it gave me a proof of the cover as well in PDF. Pretty a fish. Okay, let's review. 6x9, black and white standard, cream paper, coil bound, matte cover. Looks good to me. Spinning wheel is making me nervous. Looks like the spine that, yeah, I didn't bring the cover fully out enough. Maybe? I guess we'll see when it comes, but that Canva template was really pretty sparse, so I don't blame myself, but okay, add it to cart. There we go, $11. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just check out. Okay, little update for anyone who's curious about the price and how long it takes. Looks like the best option is here at the top, 14 to 16 business days and $6 to ship. So all in all, around $18. So the shipping hurts a little bit, but I really can't complain. I get a pretty official looking proof copy. Order is confirmed. I will see you in 14 to 16 business days. Okay, today is April 8th. And I just got an email from LuLu about my proof copy. My print copy has shipped. I clicked on it so fast that the tracking number hasn't even generated yet. I don't have an estimated delivery date, but I'm really excited because my original estimation was somewhere between April 21st and 26th. And I ordered it on March 31st, so I was getting really impatient and sad about the fact that I might have to wait almost a whole month to get the book, especially since I'm going to be out of town the last week of April, so it might just sit on my dining room table while I'm gone. But it looks like it's going to get to me a lot sooner than that, so looks like they were probably just padding their schedule for all the crazy things that are going on in the industry right now, like paper shortages and COVID and shipping times and all that. So yeah, looks like it'll hopefully be to me within a couple of days, and hopefully my next clip will be me unboxing that copy. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I have a book. I have a book shaped package. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I've been so impatient all week. Knew it was gonna come later this week, and I was just going out of my mind waiting for this to get here. It comes in a little box. It looks honestly like when you buy a book online and you get your book in the mail. Okay. Are we ready? Wow. Okay. Dang. That's a chunky book. The matte is like the soft touch matte, which I actually hate on books, but this one is softer than others, and I don't mind it so much. It doesn't give me the creepy crawlies to touch it. But dang, there she is. Oh my gosh. Let's open it up. Invoice. I love the color of the cream. The cream is really nice. Ooh, the paper quality is these are soft pages. Wow, these are really soft. Oh my gosh, this is legit. This is legit. This is not printer paper. Oh my gosh. It looks so real. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm so pleased with the formatting that I did. It looks like a real book. I was gonna say maybe it has a little bit more text per page, but that makes sense because per LuLu's instructions, which if you do this yourself, you'll get a PDF with some formatting tips. But because I did coil bound and not a regular glued binding, I didn't have to make a gutter that was larger than the outside margin. So usually if you're getting a glued binding, you have to make your gutter wider to accommodate for when all the pages are glued together. You need more space. So for that reason, I have a little bit more text on the page because I didn't have to do that. It still looks like a real book. Like, this is actually crazy. Like, seeing my words on this amazingly nice book paper. Honestly, the paper is what is blowing me away right now and kind of making me speechless and making me realize that I'm holding my book. Like, I didn't realize the paper was going to be the coolest part to me, but it totally is. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's so beautiful. I almost don't want to write in it. Even though that's the whole reason why I got it. But I will. I will tear it all up. But oh my gosh, it's just so pristine and beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's a long ass book. I can't get over how nice the pages turn. The paper is thin, but not like Bible thin, so it's really easy to just flip like a book. It's so flexible. The coil was exactly what I wanted. Okay, let me show you a few things up close. Okay, here's a little bit of a close-up look. Let's start with the cover. So yeah, like I said, their mat is the soft touch mat that you see in a lot of paperbacks nowadays. And the quality looks pretty good. I think the colors are darker than my original picture, if I remember right. It doesn't look quite as saturated. Like, I think if I remember right, my image had a little bit more of an orangey, warm hue to it. So that's just something to keep in mind. Looks like a lot of the color has maybe desaturated here. Obviously, I didn't go searching for a high quality image that was of the right, DPI and everything. This literally just came off of Pinterest, so I got kind of lucky on that front. This looks pretty good for literally just downloading something off the web and not being conscious of what quality I was using, so no complaints there from me. You can see here on the binding that my suspicions were correct when I was ordering it, that I didn't drag the cover in far enough to really get all the way to the spine in that Canva template. So I really don't mind because it's right where the binding is, so it kind of looks perfect to me. But I'm curious how that would have turned out if I was doing a bound book. But I suppose, this all gets sorted out if you do your proper wrap and have an actual spine and everything separating the back cover from the front cover. So again, this cream paper, I just can't say enough good things about how nice it is. It is so soft. I feel so weird just like petting my book, but it's wonderful quality. The weight of the paper is really nice. And yeah, just overall I really like the page dimensions and think the formatting looks pretty good. I will link below videos that I used from, mostly I think I used videos from Bethany to format this in Word. If you're curious about how to get your Word file in this sort of format, then Bethany's videos are a great place to go look. The pages have not been flipped before, so they're a little stuck, but that's okay. think once I go through it myself, that will all be fixed. Okay, well, I think that pretty much wraps up this video for today. I'm so pleased with how this turned out, and I'm so excited to just sit down with it and get really familiar with it and remember what the beginning of my book is like. It's been months since I thought about the beginning of this book, and so I'm really excited to just kind of sit down and see what the heck I just made. Overall, I'm just really thrilled to have this. It kind of feels surreal. If you just finished a draft, go ahead and treat yourself to one of these. The process of writing a book, I've learned, is so long. It can be everlasting. When you're on a journey that long, you need small wins. You need to celebrate all of the little victories, and pat yourself on the back every chance that you can, because otherwise it's just a really miserable, slow process. So yeah, I say take the chance to give yourself a little gift and have fun with it. I really loved ordering through LuLu. Obviously, they had exactly what I was looking for. The only things I wish were different were I wish the shipping was a little cheaper, and I wish that the matte options maybe had a satin matte, because again, the soft touch isn't my favorite, and some people might get a little icked out by it if you're like me. The other thing that's cool about LuLu is that they are a certified B Corporation, which means that they have had third-party certification as far as their sustainability practices. So they have a lot of cool stuff on their website talking about how they're trying to be more sustainable as a company. And the fact that they're B Corp certified means that you can trust the claims that they're making. If you want to learn more about B Corp certifications, then I'll leave some helpful videos below. I think that's just another feather in the cap of LuLu. They were a really great company for me to get this proof copy from, and they'll obviously be my first choice for any other copies I get in the future. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you maybe got some inspiration as far as what your proof copies might look like and how you might use them. If you did, I would love to hear about it down below. I think that's all I have for today, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye!